All right. So today is job day.
Yeah.
And so what happened was, and good morning, everybody, if I didn't get it. Slower wage growth helps rates. All right. So first thing this morning, the jobs report came out. The stock market took off. It was amazing. It's so great. And the bond market took in the shorts, and then they started looking at it, and we'll go through it and I'll explain to why they made a change. So they were only expecting 200,000 jobs created and came in at 223,000 jobs created for December.
That's more.
Yeah, that's a lot more. There were 28,000 in negative revisions for October and November, which
negative revision?
That means they didn't create as many jobs as they thought. So they went back and adjusted those.
Okay.
I guess people just changed their minds. All right. So in in today's survey, the job numbers, you get it from two different places. The job report comes from the business survey, and then they have a household survey that makes up the two components of it.
And the household survey is
we'll get there.
Work?
No, we'll get there.
Okay.
So this is the headline job number comes from, and the modeling and all the how they figure it out. Then the household survey, they call households, and that's how they get the unemployment rate to see what's going on in the households.
You mean if they're not working?
Correct. They never call me.
They don't call me either.
Yeah.
I must be working.
So the household survey, if you look into it in its own job creation component, it showed that we had 717,000 job creations, while the labor force increased by 439,000. I mean, more people coming into the labor force, right?
So when you answer the phone, do you have to say, no, I don't work? Or do you say, oh, no, I work from home?
Well, it depends. And that's, you understand that.
I do.
Depends.
Yeah.
Anyway, so, yeah. So this number actually decreased from 3.6, you can see on the screen, to 3.5, the unemployment rate. Woohoo! Mm-hmm. And then labor force participation increased from 62.1 to 62.3, which is the highest level since August ago, but it's still pretty low for participation. This is the big thing that changed everything about an hour ago or two. What time is it? 8:30. This is at 6:30. It changed.
Okay.
People started looking at the report and understanding that out of the 717,000 job creations, 679,000 were from part-time workers
in December.
Yeah, and only 38,000 were full-time. Of that part-time workers, that could be somebody picking up an extra job to pay for their Christmas.
Right.
That's the stores thinking it was going to be super crazy that they needed more people. So I think I said it before I even got there, but the part-time were 380 of those were multiple job holders. So almost half of that was multiple job holders.
380,000 were multiple job holders.
Yeah. So that tells you they're not going to keep that job, right?
Right.
Going forward.
Usually, like today, they're done.
Right. And so average earnings are up. I don't want to get into this part of it, but
you are.
No, I'm not going to. I'm going to go back up. This is the most important thing right here. The fact that out of that number, it's a bad number. Plus, one thing I didn't throw on here was temporary workers made up. There were a lot less of them in December, which means companies get rid of temporary workers before they get rid of their staff.
Right.
So what we're seeing is going into January, we're in January, but when that report comes out, we're probably going to see slower job creations. We're going to see more issues with that. We're going in a recession, because that's the first thing about temporary workers being let go, is that's a sign that we're in a recession.